One thing people often get wrong about the history of reproductive rights is imagining that family planning was always about personal choice. But what if I told you that, for much of the 20th century, birth control wasn't just a right, it was a mechanism selectively granted or denied by empire? In India during British rule and long after independence, mass sterilization campaigns targeted poor and rural populations under the pretext of development. International agencies like USAID funded large-scale contraceptive initiatives in Latin America and Asia, but critics pointed out glaring inconsistencies. Programs pitched as empowerment often came with strings attached, tied to food aid or economic incentives for compliance. Meanwhile, indigenous women from Canada to Brazil were coerced into sterilizations without consent, even within democratic countries claiming moral superiority. Scholars argue this wasn't health policy, it was population engineering wrapped in rhetoric about modernity and sustainability. Can efforts meant to lift nations out of poverty simply replicate older forms of extraction, this time one uterus at a time? If freedom doesn't include full sovereignty over one's body, can it truly be called liberation at all? And perhaps most provocatively, is population control ever benevolent or just empire rebranded through clinics instead of conquest?